against the FCT. They have their way in the secretariat. They go to the legal secretariat. They have their people. They go to lands. They have their people. The FCT minister is sued, but the suit will not reach him. He will not be served. And then they go. The court will give judgment. They constitute everything.
That means all this is in collusion with your staff, sir.
Yeah. Not my staff.
I mean, FCT.
But you should be aware that that's what we're trying to, that's what we're doing now, and that's what is painful to people. Do you know, as I came, how many directors of land have changed? Yes. Some people saw it as their birthright. Yes. I said, no, you will leave. I removed them.
Was it enough to just remove them?
No.
If their actions had led to some of the problems we are facing now,
the point
was it just enough to remove them?
No. First of all, if you want to clean up a place, and you know that these people are part of the gang, you need to say, listen, you out. Do you know that I made approval for staff to be changed? Some people sat on it. Yes. Until I said, no, we can't continue with this. Everything turned to ethnicity. Everything turned to religion. I'm an Hausa Fulani. I'm a Yoruba. I'm an Igbo. I'm none of this. Everything turned to. So, when people know you are doing the right thing, and you don't want this thing to continue, what did they do? They fought back to say, see, because I'm from social place, because this is my religion. Rubbish. No, not where.
Well, I don't think that people are trying to. I mean, Michael, I don't think they're trying to justify anybody doing anything wrong. But from what we hear today, is there anywhere on the FCT, anywhere whatsoever, where anybody can go and see these are the processes? If you want to get anything, these are the steps. So that nobody, either within FCT or somewhere, can mislead anyone or take advantage.
No, those who are not patient are those who want to collude with them. Those who are too much in a hurry, who do not want to follow due process. Due process takes a time, takes like
no, I mean,
time.
Where are the steps?
No, let me tell you now. First of all, you apply for land. Do you know I sit here? Some people tell me, like, look, that this place, the land is free. How did you know? They have agents, even in the system. I'm minister. Somebody comes here, says, sir, here it's free. How did you know this? Yeah, it's okay, no, go back. I called the doctor, I come. How did somebody know that here is free? I was okay. I will not allocate. It will not work. Look, I sat here. They bring things for you to approve that former minister did this, and I said, no, I will not approve it. Why did he not approve it that time? Why should I approve it now? I said, no, don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. I will take my time. You know, it's a system that is very difficult. But with support, you go to that place. It is not easy. See, when there are people in the system who have had it the way they have, and then you have now come to put changes, it's not going to be easy. It's like you're fighting corruption. Corruption will fight back. Yes, that's what's going on. Corruption will fight back.
Yes. Well, Your Excellency, the deed has been done. The demolitions have happened. And I believe one thing that is on the minds of everybody right now is what is the next line of action for your administration for these shanties that are now empty lands?
I will not allow shanties. Forget about what the empty lands, that no land will be empty. There are things to do for development of the FCT.
The allegation is that you are planning to use those land as settlements for your friends.
Yeah, what is that? No. Yes, what is that? So what is that? That I have something to give to my friends, I will give it to my enemies. So what rubbish is that? Please, you see, I tell you before all this. So you, as you sit down here now, I should bring my enemies. No, tell me that I should. See, I do the right thing. It doesn't matter what anybody says. My conscience is, look, what am I doing? Am I right? The moment I'm convinced that I'm right, I go ahead. Forget about people. Is there anywhere you'll be in office, people will not say, yeah, I did this for your friends. So if you don't do too, they will come and say, after you were there, your friends were suffering. People write you, after all, you're a governor, your parents are suffering, your parents are walking on the road, there's no car. Then even when you buy a car for them, it's, oh, you have gone to buy cars for your parents. What kind of system is that? So don't bother about that. If you want to succeed in governance, don't think about it.
Honourable Minister, I think, we have spoken about some of these push and shove in terms of demolition and all. Let's try and move to a few projects as well. Rural roads, we've seen some constructions. Can you tell us a bit about what we should be looking out for in the next year in terms of timelines and when they are going to come on board in terms of the projects that the FCT is embarking on at this time?
Thank you very much. That's why I say that people should commend the Tribunal's administration. At least, I don't want to talk about it right now. Start from where we are now, FCT. What has been there for FCT? What has been the condition for the rural areas or the area councils, as the case may be? Even in the city, was it working? Tell ourselves the simple truth. Yes, it was working. No, it was not working. Now it is working. I beat my chest to say, I thank God Almighty and I thank President Tribune for giving the opportunity to be part of this administration, to contribute. Each day I go to the rural area, I feel so happy. Yesterday I was in Saburi. Look, I was in Saburi. Remember, this year, we flagged off that project. And of course, they never believed it. It's a normal political thing. You come and flag off, the whole thing will die. Unknown to me, what I flagged up, I thought was just a straight road. Yesterday, I was there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at the happiness of citizens. It was heavily populated by the Igbos, traders. Immediately I came out from the car. Go, see jubilation, see happiness of the people. We have never seen a minister here. That job will be completed this December. Now I went further to a road they call Dede that will take you to life camp. I told them that the procurement process was on. Do you know, as God may have it, as I came to the office this morning, BBB has sent the approval for award of that road to Lubricant Construction, which we have now forwarded for the Federal Executive Council approval. The whole of that area, come and see what is governance. What is dividend of democracy? People are happy. Now, I went to Buhari, Ushafa, one army college or military college, this and that. The day we flagged off that project, it was something else. You can see tears running out from the eyes of the people. They've never experienced this. A government, a federal government, with the area council, go to one village called Buhari in Tokula, done by Satrako, to be commissioned this December. Go to Kwali, go to Abaji, go to Egwagwalada. These roads will be commissioned this December. Now go and see the last 2 days, the last 1 week, our flag off. I went to Parley. Now the road they call A2 to Pai, and Pai to Gomani. Now see the politics in this country. A2 to Pai, no road. Now Pai to Gomani, they awarded the road.
Why?
You asking me why?
You are the minister.
How would I know? And that is why it's good to go and see. Do you know the entire road is about 35 kilometers? So they now took away A2 to Pai. So when I was going, where are we heading to? They said, no, we are going to, but this road, now what's going to happen to it? So when I go to the place, they call Pai to Gomani. So I now call the coordinator and the engineer. How did you award this contract from Pai here to Gomani when A2 to Pai? There's no road. What kind of this? He said, politics has come now. I said, no, it won't work. I called the chairman of the FCT committee. I called the House committee, and I called the Senate chairman. I said, look, gentlemen, you have to help. There's no way we can get to Pai to Gomani if you don't do A2 to Pai. Rural area, farm area, flat land. And we're talking about food security, agriculture. Why would this country import food? In any case, even how do you do the farm? To bring back the food, how? Locally, I have two chairmen who are very cooperative. Chairman of House Committee, FCT, and so they say, look. I said, look, you will have this money for social project. This area, no, it's emergency. We must do it. And I did it. Now we are doing A2, which is express road from Parley, going to Abuja, to Pai. Then Pai to Gomani have been awarded. So in now, we are doing now from A2 to Gomani, which is about 35 kilometers. Do you, look, the farm, my brother, you need to go and see. You will cry for this country. People just stay somewhere, do all kinds of things, and nobody wants to talk about it.
If I could add to that, that is connected to transportation policy. Because, I mean, yes, we've seen that you flagged off some bus terminals, and you also spoke partly about how the government plans to go about it. So could you shed a little more light? Is it going to be PPP? Is government going to buy vehicles? Are you going to come up with a sustainable transport policy for the city?
First of all, let us appreciate that, yes, what we're doing in terms of building bus standards and this is okay. And then how do you now going to run in terms of sustainability? And let people appreciate and understand. Now, what we have agreed, government cannot only depend on private sector in terms of transportation. While we allow the private sector to participate, government will on its own provide the infrastructure. The infrastructure has to do with roads. The infrastructure has to do with the bus terminus. Now, how do you run it? Bring private people, partner with government to make sure it's more efficient. Government is not a good business person to begin to run them. But government owes that duty to provide the basic infrastructure. And let me ask you, tell us the truth. From your experience, how many PPP government partnership has worked? Tell us the truth. I was a governor. People have traveled all over the world to bring a foreign investor to partner. These are stories that they will give $1 billion. These are stories. You owe a duty to your citizens. And with what we are doing now, what by January, February, when the bus terminals will start, people are now applying to partner with government to run it, for it to become more efficient and effective. But about vehicles, it has to do with those who want to run the place.
You, as a rider to what he said, you said something in some interviews earlier about phasing out, commercial vehicles that you cannot really track.
Yes.
And now there'll be a timeline of phasing that out and then introducing the ones that you can track and security, knowing the drivers and all that. So where are we on that?
That's what I was saying by January. that you can't allow private people to run taxis without profiling and without using the Abuja color. Shall we be able to know who are these? So I was able to reduce this level of what do you call it? One chance. Two, when you go to the bus and taxi terminals and you board a vehicle, they know the vehicle you are boarding. They know who is the driver. But if you go on the road on your own, taking risks, it's your business. But you see, you have an excuse now because government has not been able to provide where I can comfortably go and board a vehicle. So, but now government has been able to provide, for example. And then you still do not want to use what government has provided to go on your own. You have put yourself in such a risk.
As part of your, just to put the Honourable Minister on notice that we'll take a quick break on the dot of the hour, that will be by 6. And,
okay, quickly before the break, sir. As part of your efforts to achieve your administration's mandate in the FCT, we have also seen recently the evacuation of beggars, and we understand, of course, this is for certain security reasons. But how do you, strike a balance? People are also saying that there's this sentiment, of multi-dimensional poverty and providing an alternative for them. We know they need to be off the street. How do you balance that?
I disagree with that. Totally disagree with that. Totally disagree with that. And that's the problem we have in this country. Some people believe that who are weak, who do not even want to do any work, take a profession of begging. Look, there's a consumption going on in their labor, for example. You have not made efforts to go there to work, but you're happy. How you bring your 15 children, about 6, 7 years, for example, to begin to beg and this and that. There's nowhere in this world where you can say employment has been provided for everybody. I don't agree with that. This is your idea that poverty. Tell me one country that has been able to solve the problem of poverty. Yes, there are degrees. We agree. But that shouldn't be where we're having security problems, security threats. You tell me, because of poverty, as you always claim. I don't know when has there not been poverty in this country.
The current prevailing situation.
What is the current prevailing situation?
Well,
the point I'm trying to make is that we should not every time begin to use this as an excuse, where people have come to use poverty as a security threat. Do you know that you see somebody sitting on the side of your house, pretending to be a beggar, but is an informant? Do you know that? Giving that information where you have come in, where you are going at. And then you want a serious government to phone it out to say, because of poverty. Every time people say this, it's not fair. It's not fair. We cannot allow that. We can't continue to use poverty to allow insecurity.
Honourable Minister, while you are chasing beggars out of Abuja, there's a new security threat. Yes. I don't know whether you are aware already, which is the emergence and the expansion of Panteka markets in Abuja. I don't know whether Panteka, those people who buy fairly used, particularly iron products, they
scavengers.
Yes, they vandalize transformers and all of that. I don't know what saying.
So we have so many things that we're tackling. Now we have an ask for task force made of all the security agencies.
You see them in the night.
You see them in the night now, working. They've been able to reduce the level of vandalization. Before it was bad. People go and remove solar powers that gives us light.
Transformers?
Yes. So, they are now working in the night. In fact, the next one, we can provide about 50 vehicles to security agencies to say that, listen, we can't continue with this. You trying to provide comfort. People are sabotaging what you're doing. That the government is not doing anything. How can you say so? Therefore, it's okay, no problem. All these scavengers, we have reduced them to a level. And I thank God with the health of security agencies we are working assiduously, day and night. And we're giving them every necessary logistics to make sure that we reduce the level of vandalization. And I didn't know you even noticed it. And this is what we're talking about. You need to see, no serious government can succeed without being strong, without being hard. You cannot forget about this so-called, you call them society civil, or civil society,
yes,
who will never say anything good. Go make sure you are doing the right thing. There are people who just believe that a government must be brought down. No matter how the government is doing, it must be brought down. And we will not give opportunity to that. So we're here to fight insecurity, to give the residents of Abuja the comfort to live in Abuja, to give the businessmen in Abuja and women the comfort to carry out their businesses. That's what is important to us. Abuja is a city. We cannot allow it to the point that where you have diplomats, what would they tell you? What would they tell their citizens to come to Abuja? If you don't make Abuja safe, then forget Nigeria.
All right, sorry, Minister, it's top of the hour. We need to go on a quick break, say about 2 minutes. We'll be right back for more questions. And of course, guys, you will also have the opportunities to ask political questions when we come back. We'll go on a break now.